Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we have a nice brand new set of acrylic nails for one of my lovely hard-working clients. I've already prepped and primed all of the nails and applied my nail forms, and on this nail I didn't press record by accident, but I've already built a clear structure, and now I'm going in with Glam and Glitz Flare, and I'm just going to create a full glitter nail. Acrylic is already pre-mixed with the glitter, so you really want to make sure you're using very thin amounts. It's so easy to apply unnecessary bulk when you're using pre-mixed glitters, so just make sure you use the teeniest, tiniest little bit. I'm then going to go ahead and cap the nail straight away because I want to pinch these nails, so I basically want all that acrylic set in at the same sort of time. Moving on to the ring finger, and I'm going to apply some crystal glass just on the nail bed, and then I'm going to go in with a coloured acrylic. The reason I'm not building a whole structure with the clear is because I don't want to end up with a really bulky nail, because this colour is actually a strength powder, and so I don't want to apply the clear and then apply unnecessary bulk. And this particular client tends to go weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks until the nails are hanging off, and in the end I always end up soaking them off for her anyway. So yeah, the colour that I'm using is Black Cherry, and it is from CJP, and I'm not too worried about the flushness of this nail or the amazing application around the cuticle, because I'm going to go in and cover this in chrome pigment anyway, but I just wanted that colour underneath as my base. I'm also going to add a few little bits of colour where I missed. Don't be afraid to go in and try and tidy up your application with adding a little bit more colour. You don't need to go in with a big, huge, gigantic bead. You can just go in with a little wet bead and just wash over a place that you may have missed. So I'm going back, making sure that I'm pinching the previous nail, and then I will come in and cap this colour as well. And doing this at the same time again, so that I can pinch it and all the acrylic is set in at the same sort of time. Poppy is here with me while I'm doing this voiceover. This is just a voiceover. She's not anywhere near me when I'm doing nails. Unfortunately, that's just motherhood for you. I'm doing with that, I'm going to move on to the middle finger, which is again a full colour of Black Cherry. I've already applied a really thin wash of crystal glass just on that nail bed area, just to protect any staining on the natural nail or anything like that. And I'm just going to go in, and because this nail is going to stay full Black Cherry, I always find I get a better cuticle application when I do it in 2 beads. That's just my way. I'm not saying that's the way to do it, but that's just the way that works for me. So I always apply my bead at that join from the nail form, blend the back of that bead that's on the nail bed in, so we're not having any lumps or shadows or anything like that. So you want to make sure it's nice and blended. I will create my shape and structure, and then I will go ahead and apply my cuticle bead, and as you can see I get a nice finish around that cuticle area then doing it this way. I will then keep feathering that product down, and then I will go back and pinch the previous nail and then come back in and cap the middle finger. So on the index finger I've already applied a full clear base, and now I'm going in with Black Cherry. I'm just placing it at the cuticle area and blending up one side of the nail. back and forth and feeling that nail. When that nail starts to get warm and the polymerization process is started, that is when your nail is ready to pinch. So that is why I keep going back and feeling that middle nail to make sure it's ready to pinch and I'm not missing that opportunity to pinch it. I'm now going in with some Special Effects glitter from Tones. It's just basically like chameleon flakes. And I'm just placing this on that join from colour to crystal tip. And then you're going to cap that whole entire nail in crystal glass. And the thumb was just the same as the baby finger. It was just a full glitter nail. So after all the application was done and the nails were set, I'll go ahead and file. So I didn't use my e-file today on these because I didn't feel it was necessary. My application was quite good. And I'm just showing you how I debulk the nails and, you know, file them nice and into shape. So I go for the sidewalls and the free edge, tilt my file on a angle to get right in that wall between cuticle and extension, and then I will use that whole file, flatten the file, don't just use one bit, to file that whole of that nail, and I will debulk from sidewall to sidewall, making sure the free edge is nice and thin, the apex is nice and high. I like my apex further back towards the cuticle area, as I just think it gives a more flattering finish. And also when the nails grow out, it's always going to be nice and strong. So when the nail starts looking good from my view, as you all know, I will get my client to turn her hand around and so I can see it from her view, to make sure that when she looks at it, it will be perfect. And if there's any little bits of areas where you can see here, just on that side, it was just a little bit bulky, it just needed that little bit of bulk removing. But obviously, you don't want to just remove the bulk from one side and leave the rest. You have to contour the whole nail. The whole nail has to be filed as a whole. So if you take a little bit off one end, go in and contour it round towards the other end. Don't just do one end at a time, if that makes any sense at all. So I'm then going to leave you to watch a couple of these nails. I did get asked to leave my filing in, so I'm just going to let you watch and then I will come back when I need to. So all of the nails are filed and buffed, and I've gone ahead and removed all the dust and applied CJP Tack Free Top Gloss onto the ring finger. And now I'm going in with Tones Chameleon Chrome. This is just a gorgeous purpley gold. I love this one so much. Perfect for autumn season. I'm just rubbing that into that cured top coat with an eyeshadow applicator and brushing off the excess with a fluffy brush. I'll then apply another top coat, but I will only cure this in the lamp for 30 seconds. And then when my client comes back out of the lamp, I will then cure top coat all of the nails, including a second top coat on the chrome, and then I would do a full cure for 60 seconds on the whole set. When they come out the lamp, I will leave them to cool down for a minute or two before I go in with cuticle oil, because I don't want to dull the shine, which sometimes can happen. If you apply oil too soon, it makes the top coat go really dull, which is really annoying. And then that'll be the finished video. I really hoped you loved this set as much as I did. I was so proud. I really loved them. This set was inspired by the amazing Kerry Anderson. She's definitely one of my many aspirations. So if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, please do. It means so much to me. I love you all, and I'll see you all again in my next one. Bye.